Hello everybody, today we're going to be doing a fun lab that is going to teach us the layers of the soil on the Earth's surface. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our clear cups, and we have a variety of snacks that are going to represent the layers of the soil. The layers of the soil are bedrock, which is the solid layer of rock in the Earth's surface; parent material, which are minerals and rocks that break apart to form soil. We have subsoil, which is the layer of soil right under the topsoil. And we have topsoil, the top layer of soil, and finally organic material, which is living organisms that live right above the soil, which would be grass, trees, any plants, living animals like worms, birds, even you are an organic material. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a fun lab where we use different snacks to represent the layers of the soil. For example, our organic material, we are going to use these coconut shreds dyed green to represent grass. In the grass, we can put in some yummy gummy worms to represent like living animals. Then we have our topsoil, which we have crushed up Oreos to represent that. Next, we have the subsoil, which we are going to use pudding to represent that. For the parent material, we are going to use chocolate chips. And for our bedrock, we have yummy Oreos to represent the solid layer in the Earth's surface. Okay, I want everyone to grab your clear cups so we can put together our layers of soil. You should already know the order of the layers that they belong in. So what we're going to do is work together. Everyone is going to work together, and we are going to form our layers of the soil. So the very first step, what we're going to do, since we're working from the bottom up, the very first thing we need to add is, does anyone know? That's right, we need to add our bedrock. This solid, not broken Oreo is going to represent our bedrock. So you want to place the Oreo right at the bottom of your clear cup, just like this. Very good, everyone. Okay, after bedrock comes, that's right, parent material. So we're going to grab these chocolate chips and we're going to put them right above our Oreo to represent our parent material. Just like this. Okay, the layer after parent material is, right, subsoil. So we're going to add our subsoil right on top of our parent material. Okay, so we are going to add our subsoil to our layers. Just grab a couple of spoons and we're going to put it directly on top of the parent material. You can move it around a little bit so it fully covers the parent material. And so far, this is what yours should look like, just like this. You can see each layer. Okay, now after our subsoil is the topsoil. That is correct. So we are going to grab our crushed up Oreos and we're going to put it above the subsoil layer. You want to put just enough so that it shows, so that we're able to tell the different layers apart. Okay, now these are all of our soil layers. Next, all we need to do is add our organic material. So we're going to grab our grass and we're going to put it above the soil layers. Now we can add a few gummy worms to represent the living animals that we have. Okay, and now we have all of our soil layers. As you can see, we have the bedrock at the bottom of our layers, which represents the solid layer of rock. That is correct. And then we have our parent material, subsoil, topsoil, and organic material. Good job, everyone. Now what we're going to do is grab our labels and we're going to label each layer of the soil. So go ahead and grab your labels and put them on where you think they go. You should know where they go since we just talked about it, but go ahead and give it a show. Just like we discussed, the very first layer all the way at the bottom is the bedrock. This is going to be kind of hard since it's hard to see. Bedrock at the bottom. Then we have parent material. So we're going to put parent material right above. It's a little hard to see. I don't want to cover the other layers, so I apologize. Next is, that's right, our subsoil layer. So go ahead and put subsoil where it belongs, right above the parent material. Our next layer is the topsoil. Good job. Right above the subsoil. And finally, our organic material right on top, which is the layer that we can always see when we go outside. So here we go. This is our lab that we just did today. Good job, everybody. You now know all the layers of the soil. And if you go outside, you'd be able to see some of these layers, especially organic material. And if you dig down a little bit, you'll be able to see topsoil. Okay, now that we are done with our lab, what I want everyone to do is draw a picture of our soil layers in your notebook. I want you to draw a picture of every single layer, and I want you to label each one. I also want you to write the definition of each layer so we remember what each of them is and in what order they are in the ground of the Earth's surface. So go ahead and draw a picture. I just want you to try your best. It doesn't have to be, amazing, but I'm pretty sure every single one of you's drawings will be. So yeah, go ahead and do that. And then we will be done with this activity. And you know the layers of the soil. If anyone needs help, don't be afraid to ask, and I will come right over and you can ask me a question and I will try my best to get it answered. Okay, now that you have finished drawing your picture, labeling each layer, and writing the definition of each soil layer, now everybody can go ahead and eat their soil layers. If you don't want it, that's fine. If there are some parts that you don't want, that's fine. All I ask is if you make a mess, clean it up.